What's going on, YouTube? It's the TRE to the main Tremaine here, and I'm back with another edition of Job Corps 411. Now, here to address the elephant in the room, as you might have told, this has no video accompanying this upload today. The reason for that being is the webcam I've been using for my videos lately has been, well, a little under performance lately. I mean, when you working with like a 1.5 megapixel camera you got for free, it's bound to happen. And I thought, maybe I could make up for the crappy video quality with excellent audio quality. And to a degree, I was halfway right. If you have a good sound but you have crappy video, then why even upload that on YouTube of all places? I don't know. But until I finally get the whole camera situation sorted out, I'm just going to stick with the audio format for now. So, with that being said, let's get into the episode. For those wondering if I'm going to go and bore you with the disclaimer, no need, because I already posted the full disclaimer in its entirety on its own separate video. You can go ahead and click on the link in the description, send you straight to that, and any legal precautions that may come with watching my videos, if any. So, today we're talking about the student government, or the SGA. What is SGA, you might ask? Well, most people already know it by multiple forms. This is the Job Corps definition of SGA according to their practices. Straight from the Job Corps handbook that's provided to every student upon arriving at Job Corps, mind you. This is how Job Corps defines student government. Student government, how students have a voice in operating the center and learn leadership skills. The Job Corps has an active Job Student Government Association, or SGA. The SGA plays an important role in representing students' interests with center management and providing leadership to the student body. Purpose and function of student government. The purpose of Student Government Association is to provide an opportunity for students to participate in the democratic process of electing and operating a student government, which assists center management in formulating programs, policies, and rules impacting students, assists in administration of the center, incentive, and disciplinary system, including responsible enforcement of rules and regulations, acts as a responsible voice of student concerns and are positive peer role models. Develop projects that will enhance the educational and social life of students, including operating a student store. Participates in the career preparation program for new students. Affords students the opportunity to learn leadership skills and gain leadership experience. The overall goal of the SGA is to work with center management and staff to continually improve the everyday quality of the Job Corps experience for all students. And it goes on from there. Really though, it's not bad. It's a very interesting opportunity for those who might be interested in that kind of thing. Is it really mandatory to do? No, but it is a good, viable option to you. Let me put it this way. A Job Corps, of course, the overall purpose of you going for many is just to obtain employment. That's like the overall end goal, for most students. Some might just go there so they can get whatever little experience they might need so they can go to college or what have you. But with some students, they just go there they can get a job. With SGA, it gives students opportunity to get leadership skills, so eventually they can, not just get a job, but get a higher role in their job field, like a manager or a instructor or a God forbid, a CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation, which I sincerely doubt. This is just worst case scenarios I'm listing off here. Don't take it too seriously, people. Um, with SGA, there are different fields, or as they say, levels to this stuff. You have the SGA president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, sergeant at arms, and a non-res president. And of course, they all have their different fields. The president being the spokesperson for the SGA, unless you have like a special type of student government. Well, everybody works for SGA in some type of degree. Everybody's like, and I'll even attest to this. When I was in my first tenure in Job Corps in Gainesville, our SGA got so big to the point where they couldn't just deny people. And they found something SGA related to do. They had juniors for certain staff members. So the ESBO, or I'm probably getting that title wrong, but that person had his own like student assistant through SGA, and the SGA coordinator had her own assistant that worked for SGA. It was so big to that point, and it was kind of ridiculous. But I guess in a way they made sure that that was the best way to make sure every student is accounted for and every student had a voice. SGA, because more than likely you had a friend that was in SGA at that point in time. So back to SGA. Of course, there's multiple things that come with being an SGA member and different incentives that you get for being in SGA. Let's see here. Of course, there's a bunch of different committees. There is being an SGA. Of course, the committee structure changed over time, but as of the time of this book was being distributed, the permanent committees were food service, recreation, CSIO. See, I knew I got the name wrong. Security, safety, health, academic, career technical training slash WBL, independent living, facility maintenance, career success standards, finance. So all those different committees all go and serve different purposes for the student body, and I already can attest to one of them, which would be recreation. Recreation and SGA works hand in hand almost all the time. No matter which job corps you go to, SGA always plays an important role in recreation because they rely on student feedback on which trips they should take the students on the weekends. And more than likely, it's going to be to the movies. Everybody wants to go to the movies eventually, especially during the summertime where they have like summer blockbusters, hit after hit after hit after miss. Because come on, we all knew that Fantastic Four 2015 was not that good of a movie. I'm sorry, I had to put my opinion out there. It wasn't that great, people. Anyways, yeah, for you guys want to complain and say, well, our center never gets to do anything. How active is your SGA? If your SGA is just there and not doing anything, voice your opinion about that. Get certain people out of office and get the people that can really do their job efficiently in office. The same thing could be said to the outside world of outside of Job Corps, if you want to put it that way. So it all depends on how much pull your SGA gets, but for 100% fact, I know they get pull with recreation. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't. If the center had their way, they probably just stop taking kids anywhere. Because I know that was almost that was almost the case in St. Louis back when the whole emergency shutdown happened and nobody was allowed to leave center for that short period of time. It was a very, very stressful time to be a student in St. Louis, I'll tell you that much. Um, let's see. There's also a leadership program. The leadership training program. It got phase one, phase two, designed to develop your leadership skills and train you responsible positions in our center community. Blah 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 blah. So basically saying that, hey, you may not have any leadership skills, no problem, we'll teach them to you. And you can use them effectively so you can be a good leader on center. Alright, they're not just gonna let you go blindsided and say, okay, you're SGA, good luck. No, there's, levels to this stuff, people. And the more of a leader you proving yourself to be, the higher ranking you get to be. Um, there's also other things too, like benefit funds, which I'm not sure if that's all centers, but I know Gainesville did this. They had this special fund that they had, so if they wanted to like go and treat like high-ranking students from their tape test or whatever to like special dinners outside of the Job Corps Center, they could, using those funds. Sometimes they'll even, raise enough money to take kids to these extravagant or out of the ordinary field trips to like theme parks or whatever. Again, it all depends on the center. If your center's nowhere near close to a theme park, then you know best chances they'll just take you somewhere just more extravagant, if not as big and over the top as an amusement park. I'm just listing off examples. Um, is there anything else to go over? Because I pretty much covered everything here. All right, elections. Of course, there's always going to be elections. In St. Louis, I know they had two elections, one per uh, every 2 seasons. You had the winter election, you had the summer election. When I first came into St. Louis Job Corps, I got in as soon as they got done with their student election, which is weird because I was just being in the process of transferred while they were having the old elections at my first center. Um, it was very, I won't say weird, but it was kind of felt awkward knowing that, I kind of missed the boat on voting in that center, but I don't really mind because I didn't really affect me. Then I just got into that center, so why would I vote for her? And the whole campaign thing, just like high school, man. You're gonna have posters all over the place. You'll have people say, "Hey, vote for so and so," and "Hey, if you vote for so and so, he's gonna do this and he's gonna do that," and it's virtually not really anything that person A can do better than person B besides, tell you in a different tone depending on what the center culture dictates. If you have a center that responds to, harsh reality, I like to call it, or being real, quote unquote, then that guy more than likely is going to get over with that crowd. If you have a community that's more PC, politically correct, and you have to talk to them a specific type of way to get your message conveyed, then that person would probably get more over with that general population. It all depends on what the general culture is like at your center, and whoever can emulate that culture best should be the ones in that position, if that makes sense. Well, I think that should conclude it for this episode of Job Corps 411. Thank you all for watching, in this case, listening to me just talk on about SGA as if this was this important thing. And yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this audio format. I kind of like this better. It just lets me roll more off the tongue, let me talk more, get my message better out to the populace, even though there's no video. But whatever, you guys don't want to see my face anyway. Um, Let me know what you guys want to see next time. Otherwise, I'm just going to go by the book and just talk about whatever comes to my mind first. Until next time, take care, love one another, all that jazz. Bye bye.